What up? 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 I highly suggest somebody responds to that in the comments. That's if anybody watches these videos anymore. I know I'm terrible about not posting videos of late, and I'm sorry. Life, bro. Life. Struggling and worrying and wondering, and the last thing I really think about is like, oh yeah, let's click record on this fucker and ramble for a minute. Because a lot of times I'm listening to books on my long-ass ride home, or I'm listening to some music. And today I wanted to talk about music. And rather interestingly, how my taste in music has changed, but not really changed in the last, 15, 20 years. Yeah, about 15, 20 years. So let's call it middle school. Hardcore Metallica fan. Loved me some Metallica. Also Ace of Base and Heart and all the 80s music, man. 80s music. But Metallica, that was my jam! Yeah! And if you guys know me, you will know that I hate Enter Sandman with a deep, intense, burning passion. It is their worst song ever. It is played so much that I hate listening to it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Every other song that they ever play, I love. But Enter Sandman makes me want to stab a motherfucker in the eye and watch them bleed out. Alright? Alright, cool. So, get into about high school, that whole new metal era. See, I was never a country. I don't really care much for country. Country is not good. And then later on in life, I did enjoy some country, but I'll get into that later. So, high school, man, new metal, Godsmack, Slipknot, Linkin Park. I can't even think of half of the bands I used to listen to. That'll tell you how many there were. All I know is I have towers of fucking CDs still packed away in a box, because that's where my life is right now. Anyways, and that was awesome. Yeah, it was a good era for some metal. Classic metal still had a heavy influence on people, and they were still around, and they're still around right now, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. And after the whole new metal era of the aughts, I just kind of stopped caring about anything new, with the exception of some Eminem. I love me some fucking Eminem. I couldn't recite a single fucking song to you, but I do enjoy listening to some Eminem and some Busta Rhymes. Yeah, love Busta Rhymes. But as far as other rap goes, not really that big of a fan. I like some artists. This new shit, this trap crap, or mumble rapping, or fucking whatever the hell they call it nowadays, man, that shit is for the birds. Shit can just fly away. You know what I mean? Just fly away. It's terrible. Terrible. But then, by the way, Slipknot, one of those bands, because I'm going to get back to them in a minute. But then, I started enjoying older country. Waylon Jennings, Hank Williams Sr., some of Hank Williams Jr., Johnny Cash, them boys right there. I got some high quality EO lovins. You know what I mean? Anyways, started enjoying that stuff a lot, and I still do. So my music blend became metal, fucking hardcore techno and EDM. I love me some trance house, dance, fucking EDM, techno, any of that shit. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Fucking love it, man. Fucking love it, man. Sorry. So with there, and there's a little bit of country mixed in here, a little bit of rap mixed in there. It was very nice, very, very nice. And in my adolescence, there were a lot of bands I ignored. I did not like them, and I couldn't tell you why. Now I didn't like them, but I just didn't. Like a lot of the bands in the nu metal genre, I didn't really care for. But I liked a lot of them too, which is really funny. I know that statement's kind of redundant and circular and roundabout, but you'll understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean, man? You understand. You understand what I am saying. But there were a couple bands in particular that I ignored. Like, whatever, man. They're all just fucking screaming, man. That's all they're doing. Playing the same 3 fucking chords and just screaming. Now they're just playing the same 3 chords and screaming still. But, as I've gotten older, I've grown to appreciate them more. One band was Static X. Wayne Static passed away some years ago, the lead singer. I believe I got to meet him once and told him his band sucked to his face, which was pretty awesome. So, you know, may you rest in peace. The other band was a band named Cold Chamber. I was not a big fan of them, and even now I am not even really a big fan. I just have a better appreciation for their music than I did originally. Like, I'll sit down and I'll listen to it and I'll enjoy the shit out of it, but I won't say they're my favorite band of the bands I used to ignore. Now, in the era of the Slipknot, there was another band that was notorious for wearing these motherfucking masks, and there was apparently a fan feud going on in which band was better, Slipknot or Mushroomhead. And I ignored the shit out of some Mushroomhead. I did not give a fuck, because I was listening to Slipknot. You know what I mean? And I still love me some Slipknot, but I've grown to love me some Mushroomhead too, man. Their first album's weird as shit, but everything after that, like Super Buick and M3 and 13, I think it's 13. Maybe it's XX. I don't remember. Oh well, I'll remember it eventually. Those are pretty solid fucking albums. They got some pretty amazing songs on there. 2014, before the band had a huge like lineup change, they released this album called The Righteousness and the Butterfly. And during that time, they had Waylon Revis, which was one of the singers, Jeffrey Nothing, which was one of the lead singers, and J-Man, which was the original lead singer. Waylon came in and replaced him when J-Man left to go and reconnect with his father. I've done a lot of research on this band now because I've really come to enjoy their music, so you'll have to excuse the rambling for a moment. Anyway, so J-Man left for a little while to go reconnect with his father because his father was dying, and Waylon took over his place, and J-Man came back. They released like 2 albums, I believe. I could be wrong. And then Waylon had a falling out with the group, and 2018, Jeffrey Nothing left the group because he had been, in the group the entire time. He was one of the founding members, and he was like, you know what? Time to go on with my life and do something else. And a bunch of other people just left the group. Don't know why, and kind of sad because I like the way they sound during that particular era. The Righteousness and the Butterfly, really good fucking album. So if you have any interest in Mushroomhead or even given them a fucking shot, listen to that album. Because having the 3 lead singers, J-Man, Waylon, and Jeffrey Nothing, they merge. They work together fucking phenomenally. It really, really fucking phenomenal. And there are some awesome songs on that album. A little weird at first, but once you get past the weirdness, man, you just enjoy the shit out of them. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. I was sorry, this whole tangent is to get to a point here. The point is, it's amazing as I've gotten older, I've learned to not be so rigid in my ways about, you know, like, oh, I only like Metallica, I'll only listen to this, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. Let me hear it. If I don't like it, then fuck it. I've met a lot of people that won't even bother listening to something because they don't think they'll like it. I won't like it until I won't dislike it or like it until I hear it. I'll make fun of it until I listen to it. Don't get me wrong. If I know you, you my friend, I'm gonna give you shit, but I'll listen to it. You know what I mean? Unless it's the same generic bullshit all the time. I don't give a fuck about Travis Scott, alright? He sounds like a goddamn country singer in the first place. Travis Scott needs to be a country singer. He even has the country singer's name. Travis Scott. Motherfucker got 2 first names. Damn. I don't even know if he's relevant anymore. That'll tell you how far behind I am on this place. I don't even know if he's relevant. Yeah, so that's my rant. Y'all motherfuckers don't get so stingy. Don't get so stuck in your ways that you will not experience something new. Hey, leave a like and subscribe and a comment. I don't make any money off these motherfuckers, so I have a Patreon, I think, still. I gotta check. I'm gonna set it to like $1 if you guys want a fucking Patreon. Cool. Fucking Patreon. If not, it's fine. I understand. I appreciate you just looking at my ugly face and listening to me ramble for almost 13 minutes. You're beautiful for that. Peace. Oh yeah, hey, I got my fat ass back to the gym too. Bye.